Hello. What's up, action? Fish. Doogie Prods Productions going on. Blacked out? Well, you just gonna have to watch it here. What's up, Ethan? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Can't wait for the inevitable Tristan Casas homer tonight. I'm excited for it. What's up, Prodigy? Mr. Money Mike, good to see you as always. Oh, we got Kevin Millar in the booth tonight, chat. We got Kevin Millar in the booth tonight. Oh, it feels good. It feels good, chat. I'm feeling good. Trevor Story. That was ridiculous. How do you not get that right after like 3 times? Meaningful baseball this late in the season? True. True. Riveting content? I know. I know. No yellow jerseys tonight. No, they're back in their old grays. I'm kind of surprised, though. Whoa, that was loud. Mute that, huh? Do I know how to Millie Rock? No, I don't know how to Millie Rock. But I do hide it in my sock. 3 minutes. 3 minutes till game time, chat. Glad it's normal jerseys? No. They were doing too good in the yellow ones. Listen, everyone's like, oh, they don't look like men. They don't look like the Red Sox. Dude, they could be in bright pink leotards. Bright pink leotards. And I would be perfectly okay with it as long as they were winning. I don't get why people care so much about it. I've watched and listened to every game this season. And this season felt so up and down. It's terrible. But the building blocks for a run next year are here. Yes, I agree. Anthony, Mr. Anthony, gifting a sub to Daniel. Thank you so much, Anthony. Feels good to talk to you guys again. It's quite literally been 3 weeks since we've had. It's been 3 weeks since we've had a game live stream because we had vacation week, which we didn't. So we moved to Tuesday now. Yeah, we're going to be doing Tuesdays for the rest of the month. And then we'll go back to Wednesdays, I think. I'll figure it out. But for now, we are going to be doing Tuesday live streams because it's just easier with the schedule coming up the next couple of weeks. I think, obviously, in Houston, it's going to be a little bit later. But the game next Wednesday, I believe, is at 8 o'clock, and the Tuesday one's at 7. And then the week after that, it's at 4. So, yeah, we're going to be doing... we're going to be doing Tuesday for the rest of the month. What's going on, Mr. Salty Grandpa? Let's get the score bug going. This is the last time we live stream, chat. Crazy. This is the last time we live streamed. It was against the Braves was the last time we live streamed. Nationals. Change that. I also moved my keyboard. Why can't I spell Nationals right? What's up, Mr. George? Hey, thank you for becoming a member, George. I didn't get the chance to thank you because we haven't had a live stream yet, but thank you. Robbie is back in the bleachers. My mod, Robbie, is here. Ladies and gentlemen. Is Clip here? I don't think Clip's here yet. Red Sox, 0. Nationals, 0. And it is the top of the first. We're in the nation's capital tonight, chat. What's up, Mr. Gritty? Can I live stream more often? Unfortunately, I can't live stream more often. Hopefully at some point. Oh, you are here. Thanks for calling me Bozo. How bad is it I saw the score before anything thought we were late and losing? No. $10 from Mr. Money Mike. Thank you, my friend. Welcome back. Hopefully everything went well and you're feeling good. We missed you, but we're glad of your return. We are thankful for the disembodied voice for her assistance in the earlier videos. Yeah. First of all, Mike, can we get some claps in the chat for Mike? $10. Thank you so much, Mike. I feel great. It was I'll tell you guys the story of my wisdom teeth if you want. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. So if you guys want that story, I will let you know. But it went, quite literally almost as bad as it could possibly go. But we're feeling good now. We're feeling good now. I got the okay from my doctor. Last week they said, you probably shouldn't live stream. So here we are. Am I annoyed with the DraftKings commercial saying the Red Sox beat the first place team? No, not really. Pablo get the start? Yeah, Pablo's hitting 8th. First time watching live. I'll be at the game tomorrow. Go Sox. Hell yeah. Welcome in, Matthew. And go Sox, baby. It's game time. I feel like the lowest membership should be the standing room, but swiped other seats. I was only allowed like 20 characters, I think. So gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by, Red Sox Digest. I also like the. I also really like the font you have for your name. How do you do that? Skyhawk score. When is Duran going to bounce out of his rut? Hopefully soon, man. I don't really know what's going on with Duran. It's not like he's putting together really bad at-bats. A lot of it is he's just not making good contact. So, I don't know if it's something that'll just turn around naturally or if there's adjustment to be made there, but I'm not seeing anything like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, this is concerning. It's just he's just not getting he's just not getting good wood, basically. Went to my first game against the Mariners. It was the only one they won. Hey, then maybe you're good luck. You had your wisdom teeth removed, right? Yeah, I had all 4 removed. It was absolutely ridiculous. I feel sweep, but not sure if we're going to sweep them or get swept, but that is the nature of this year's team. True. Good to see Story back. Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. Finally, someone kept Corbin quiet for a while. Yeah. Yeah, finally someone shut me up. Yoshida is struggling, yeah. I think with Masa, it's the adjustment to a longer season and a harder schedule. One thing he mentioned when he was talking to the media earlier was that he wasn't used to the time differences, right? Japan's all one time zone, maybe 2. I'm pretty sure it's all 1. So that was something that was really messing with his head. So the back and forth between the West Coast and the East Coast really screwed him up, and I wonder if he just simply needs a little bit of time off, which is what Alex Cora has given him. Devers and Story going to homer tonight? I'm in. Hey, Red Seat. Hey, Carter. I'm a huge fan of your channel. Last year, I was at every live and watched most of your videos. Sorry I haven't been in the lives. I'll try my best to be in here. Hey, don't worry about it. I remember you, of course. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, Carter. Thank you. Durant struggles with pitch recognition. Sort of. I think a lot of it is. Not so much pitch recognition as pitch selection recently, right? He's been swinging a lot of upper pitches. Alex Verdugo just took a baseball to the goddamn moon. Oh boy, this is gonna be all right, Shadow. We're feeling good. Let's go. Already put it on the board. Yeah, you did call it. Doogie Productions called it, chat. Are we getting that Japanese pitcher this offseason? I have no idea. Mike, I saw you renewed your membership. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate you. Duran was bummed you were gone. Maybe he'll hit better now that I'm back. True. Maybe it's just because we haven't been doing live streams, chat. I've been to 4 games this year. I'm 3-1, but I am still yet to see a Sox homer. Really? That's crazy. You haven't seen a single Sox homer. Yeah, I saw that the Red Sox could be linked to Snell. It's not so much linked to Snell as it is an analyst thought it would be a good fit. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I don't hate it. It depends on the contract, Robbie. I think if you're going to give him, you have to be in on a legit starting pitcher this year, right? You have to be. This team is competitive. With a legit starting rotation, this team's a contender, right? You have to. Didn't get my thoughts on Arroyo DFA'd. I'm pretty upset about it, man. I loved Arroyo and what he brought to this team. Just all around in terms of personality-wise. I understand the move, and I do get it. But especially with Urias struggling early, it does suck. What's my score prediction? I'm going to get 6-2 Red Sox. Hawk Harrelson's a great announcer. Texas Bayo game Rays comeback game. Oh. Wow. It's all right, Ethan. Enjoy 12th grade, man. That was the best year of my life, I think. Do I like the Red Sox home run song in Fenway? Yeah, it's pretty hype. I love the lights are kind of dorky, not on TV, but in person they're awesome. Friend who's a Nats fan's hating on you right now? Yikes. The Red Sox game isn't on MLB Extra Innings. That's a PSA, I guess. Breaking. The Red Sox just released Dan Altavilla. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I don't really have... I mean, it's kind of a sad story, right? He just couldn't get himself back healthy. But it kind of makes sense. Loving the Red Sox young core? Same. Arroyo is still in the organization, yeah. Wow, George. That is a great game. The game of the century, Franchi Cordero returns to Worcester. Bigger than Brady back to Foxborough. True. You're going into 8th grade? Wow, Carter. That was another good year for me too, actually. 8th grade's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these camera angles. Won $500 yesterday from FanDuels. Pretty good. Metal, that would definitely make my year as well. I mean, they're facing the Braves, and then they're facing they're facing another decent team, and then they face us. There's a chance they come out this weekend a couple of games under 500. Yeah, Johnny, I wouldn't be surprised. What's up, JB? Yeah, Doogie leadoff home run. You can't become a member? Why not, Colt? You watched the Trevor Story rehab game? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Those rehab games look like a lot of fun. First year of college, I leave in a week. Good luck, Prodigy. College was so much fun, man. Honestly, school was just fun in general. Is Mondesi going to get any playing time when he returns? You know, I saw that. I don't know. I really don't know. They might try and push it down the road, you know? Like, they might try and have him rehab through, like, early September and then put him on a rehab assignment in mid-September so that he's good to go next year and we don't have to worry about making room over the next couple of years. Or, I'm sorry, over the next couple of months. How many games have I gotten to this year? 6. I haven't been. I went in early July, and then we had moving, and I had a vacation, I had a funeral, and then I had my wisdom teeth out. So I haven't been able to go in about a month. I'll probably end up going in September at some point. What's up, Mr. Bob Dylan? All right, Colt. I'll see you soon. Third grade underrated? True. The most Red Sox thing this season will be to drop this series and sweep the Yankees. That is a very Red Sox thing. I think Mondesi's under arbitration until next year, versatility. I think he's under arbitration until the end of 2024, if I remember correctly. Nice contracts breakdown. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I kept getting questions on it, and I was like, you know what? Let's just break everything down, you know? Dude, I can't spell Mondesi's first name for the life of me. Oh, no, I guess you're right. Yeah, he is signed under arbitration until at the end of this year. Yeah, I don't think we'll see him in a Red Sox uniform. It wouldn't make any sense right now. Feel bad for Kluber. They're not giving him another chance. Yeah. I don't know if Kluber's going to be a Hall of Famer, man. He was good. He had a good peak, but I think his overall career will be interesting. Did I have hope last year at the deadline? 2022? I'm trying to remember, Chad. Do you guys remember what I was like at last year's deadline? I don't think I was all in on this team, but I thought yeah, I don't really remember, to be honest with you. I think I was cautiously optimistic. I think that's the word I'll use. Cautiously optimistic. Kluber's decline was fast and hard. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think Kluber will go down as like Hall of Very Good. Like he'll be a Cleveland legend. Like we have like Kevin Youkilis and Mike Lowell, Josh Beckett, John Lester. Yeah, I think he'll go down as that for Cleveland fans. Pablo Reyes or Mondesi? I mean, right now it's got to be Reyes. Dahlbeck 2024 shortstop. They need to release Bob, man. They need to give him away. Yeah. All right, Prodigy. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. I was pretty shocked they got rid of Vasquez. Of everyone that they could have gotten rid of, I was pretty surprised it was Vasquez. And I did like us getting rid of Strom. I still don't hate that idea. Wait, no, we didn't get rid of Strom. We just didn't sign him in the offseason. Lester could be argued for the Hall. Maybe, but like barely squeak in, I think. Casas bomb. Yeah, I did see Alec Manoah got sent down again. It was funny. Yeah, I think if they're gonna give any position player call up, I think it'll be Bob. It makes sense. Rafaela breaks through in 2024, probably. Who's going to be the biggest breakthrough player next year, whether spring training or major league? Breakthrough player. I'm going to go with... Chad, I look so gross right now with this beard. But the Red Sox keep winning series, dude. What do you want me to do about it? I think we see a massive year from Masataka Yoshida next year. I think we see a massive season from Masataka Yoshida next year. Hasn't every AL East team had a negative story to them this year? Not really with the Orioles. Diekman. Yeah. Someone asked, Nick, when do you think that Marcel Meyer will make it to AAA? Probably next year. Probably 2 or 3 months into next year, I would guess. Bale's an all-star next year. That's a good one. The announcer for the Orioles? Yeah, but that's not really a negative thing. Do you think Dewey gets dealt to make it? Yeah, I kind of do, Ramon. The Fu Manchu? No. No. I think we will see a big year from Story Endeavors next year. I like that. Do not shave that beard. I know. My girlfriend hates it. And it's not even really a beard. Not even really a beard. But it's like patches of hair is what it is. um, but either way, yeah, I can't shave it until they lose a series, I think. Because every time I shave it, they lose a series. Think they bring back Doogie or Duvall, but not both? Well, here's what I'm thinking, right? If you sign Doogie to like a 4-year, $40 million deal, which is what I was talking about in our video, you essentially, you're kind of blocking Rafaela and then eventually Anthony as well. And I hate the idea of trading a guy away because of a prospect, right? I hate that idea. No Costas bomb yet. We'll get one. Right? I hate that idea because Verdugo, at the bare minimum, is a proven league average offensive hitter and an above average defensive player, right? So to get rid of that for the potential of a guy who's better, but also the possibility of a guy who's much worse, I hate that idea. But at the same time, too, right? Eventually, you're going to have to make room somewhere, right? And Verdugo's had issues on the field this year, and he's had issues off the field this year as well. I mean, I know it's a bad time to be talking about it after he just hit a leadoff home run, but when you think about it, right, it's just it's difficult for me to sit here and say that like Verdugo needs to stay while all these other prospects get roadblocked. Do you know? Does that make sense? And this is kind of a rare case for me. Favorite non-Red Sox player in Major League Baseball? I don't really have like a favorite non-Red Sox player. I love watching Ellie De La Cruz. Brian Reynolds is a guy who I really like. Favorite non-Red Sox, Sandy? Yeah. Dennis, how are you? Wow, Dennis. Enjoy the time, man. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Sounds like a good time. What were my thoughts on the 2020 Mookie Betts trade? My thoughts are that I'm totally over discussing that goddamn trade. Right? Like you are trading away a top 10 player of this generation. There's no way you're winning that trade, right? You're never going to win that trade. And the problem with that trade is that now you're 3 years removed and you're still breaking it down. And I understand that's what happens when you trade away a player like that. But what it's done is it's put a lot of really unrealistic expectations on Verdugo. It's put a lot of really unnecessary expectations on Connor Wong, and both of them are really good players on their own, right? If you combine the worth of both of those guys, it's not the worth of Mookie Betts because no one's gonna be the worth of Mookie Betts. But I just like, yes, the Red Sox lost the trade. The Red Sox were always gonna lose that trade. They traded away a top 10 player in the last 20 years basically. It was always going to happen, right? No clip. Yeah, nothing, dude. I don't know what happened with that. It's very, very strange. It's unfortunate is what it is. But I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, you know? I'm going to get it eventually, chat. There we go. School starts tomorrow. Good luck. I'm here. How are you? I'm good, Brandon. How are you? Are you guys coming to Houston the week after Seattle? Get out in our town and you guys come in? Yeah, I think we're coming in. We play the Nationals, the Yankees, and then you guys. I'm certainly not overhyping Wong. His fielding hasn't really gotten worse. And he's not a great hitter, but he does the job, right? I think if anything, Connor Wong's underrated. Yeah, I mean it may be versatility, but you're still not gonna win, right? You're just not. How good is the Nationals farm system? I think they're top 10. I'm just still surprised that we didn't get a pitcher in the Betts trade. Yeah, it happens, right? I see Seattle. Yeah, Seattle's got a really easy schedule, but they looked really good for a period, and now they don't look very good at all. So I mean, we'll see, right? I would say very realistically, the Red Sox right now on Fangraphs have a 16.7% chance of making the playoffs. I would put it around realistically like 20-ish, 30-ish percent chance of making the playoffs, and 30 is very, very generous, right? But I think it will come down to the last week of the season, which at the beginning of the year, right? People have been saying all this year that I've been overly optimistic. At the beginning of the year, we talked about this, right? I think we were all sort of expecting it not to be the greatest team of all time, but we wanted competitive baseball, right? We talked about this all year. We just want competitive baseball in September, and I think that's what we're going to get. Oh, dude, he's so safe. Yeah. Pavetta, you all right, buddy? If Wong's power could play at the major league level, he could be insanely good because his framing metrics are really good. Yeah. I think, I've talked about this before. I don't really need the catch. If your catcher is offensively very good, then you're one of the best catchers in baseball, right? But if you are a good defensive catcher to a great defensive catcher like Connor Wong was or is, right, and you have slightly below league average production at the plate, you're still a very good catcher, and that's all I care about, right? I care about you making your pitchers better, and that's what he does. Yeah, the Wander Franco stuff is disgusting if it's true. I don't know what I've read a couple of things where like I guess it's not a super common thing in the DR, but it happens, right? Because there's such a disparity between the rich and the poor there. So you see that kind of stuff happen, sort of like baiting these guys into doing it. But yeah, if it's true, it's disgusting. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Tanner, I want Yamamoto so bad. So bad I want Yamamoto. Yeah, the Rays might be in a really bad spot going forward, man. No Franco. They have 4 of their 5 starting pitchers on the IL for the rest of the year. Hey, Peter. Thank you so much, man. I did. Appreciate you. No, Roki Sasaki won't be available for a couple of years. That's fine with me, Johnny. Masa doesn't even really like being called Yoshi. He likes being called Masa. Do I think Franco will ever play again? I have no idea. I don't know. It sucks. It's a really crappy situation. The race hot stop. I don't know, man, Ramon. If Franco's gone and their pitching continues the way it is, and it's not looking great right now for their pitching, I wouldn't be shocked if they collapsed. It's going to be hard for them to collapse, but I wouldn't be shocked if it happened. Maybe at some point, Mike, but it's not going to be coming out off the Baseball Writers America vote. Who do I think will win AL and NL MVP? AL MVP, probably Ohtani. NL, probably Acuna. Man, Pavetta needs to settle in here. ...2011 type Red Sox collapse. Yeah, but I think, the collapse of the 2011 Red Sox wasn't something a lot of people saw coming, right? I think a lot of people, if the Rays sort of fall off here, I think a lot of people will be like, yeah, that makes sense. O's versus Braves World Series, it is possible. It'll be interesting to see how the Braves pitching staff, how the Orioles pitching staff holds up in the playoffs. To me, that's going to be really interesting because that's their weakest link, and they've been winning despite it. But in the playoffs, you really need good pitching. Is it crazy to think that Costas could get a Silver Slugger? He would have to hit like this for the rest of the year, which I don't think is impossible. But he wouldn't. He's not able to slow down at any point. How did he not? Red Sox. We talked about this a little bit, George. I don't think Red Sox fans really wanted to vote for Red Sox players this year. Honestly. Oh, in his career? No, yeah. I think that's very reasonable that Costas will win a Silver Slugger at some point in his career. That's a bold prediction, Logan. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Murakami, I don't know if he's going to be posted, man. He's still good, but he had a rough start to this year. Huge strikeout. Huge strikeout. Yeah, Ramon. I think if the Red Sox get two really solid starters, we're in a really good place going forward. The Yankees being horrible has been fun. I didn't even see the NBA in-season tournament, honestly. Nick York? What about Nick York? Top pitching prospects, Drohan, Gonzalez. I know a couple of these other. Montenegro. I don't think we'll see any of them in September call-ups. Any of the top pitching prospects. I think we'll see like a bullpen arm and maybe like a hybrid starting pitcher. Drohan, he didn't really drop off a cliff. He's just making the adjustment. It happens. Is he still in the Sox plans as of right now? He's still in the minor leagues. So, Sedon play middle infield. Yeah, he can. I don't think I call up Rafaela. We talked about this a little bit, but I think with Rafaela, like he's an exciting prospect, and he's a guy who I think, and I think he's a guy who could be a really interesting piece going forward, but I would want him every single day playing, right? I don't know if look at Pavetta. Thank God. Bringing him up in September, especially if the Red Sox are competitive in September and this season comes down to the last 5-6 games, I would hate for them to bring up Rafaela and have everyone be like, okay, this is where we go, and him have an adjustment period, because he's going to have an adjustment period, right? Double A to Triple A is almost, it's very similar because of the talent that's in Double A and then moving into Triple A. Triple A to the big leagues is like jumping 2 feet from Double A to Triple A and then trying to jump 30 feet from AAA to Major League Baseball, right? And it's going to take some time to be able to jump 30 feet, right? To bring him up and expect him to be able to make that 30-foot leap way faster than prospects like Casas, Duran, Bayo, Massa doesn't make sense, right? So to expect him to be a significant piece for the Red Sox on a hopeful right? Hopeful competitive playoff push in September isn't really fair to Rafaela. So if I'm the Red Sox, you have 5 very competent outfielders right now, right? Masa's well above average. Duran's well above average. Duvall's been hitting much better. Doogie's in a slump, but overall this season he's been about average at the plate. And you've got Rob Refsnyder, who's great in his role. You don't really, like, if the Red Sox were like, okay, we are 99% of where we want to be as a team, but we're missing a center fielder at the bare minimum, a defensive center fielder, then yeah, go for it. But you're not really missing that right now. So to bring him up, in my opinion, would do harm in a situation where you don't need to do harm. Right. Yeah, you want to bring him up. No, he got called up. He got called up about a month ago to AAA. That's exactly it, Ramon. You want especially prospects like Rafaela, like a Casas, these sort of bigger name guys. You want them to have the most opportunity to succeed, and I think that is you. Oh, I thought Duvall just got into that. And I think putting him at the beginning of the season gives him 162 games to get used to Major League pitching. That's why we didn't see, no matter how many of you guys begged the Red Sox to drop him to AAA, that's why you didn't see Casas go down to AAA, right? When Mike Trout retires, do you think he'll be the GOAT? I think he'll be the GOAT until Ohtani retires. Do I win the Immaculate Grid? I can win the Immaculate Grid. I try to do lowest rarity scores, and that's where I get messed up. If I want to, yeah, I could finish the Immaculate Grid without looking it up. Usually what I do is I'll treat it like a almost like a word search, right? Where I'll say, I won't look up, like, say it'll be like Texas and athletics, but I think it was today's. I won't look up players who played for Texas and athletics, but I'll look up, like, I'll be like, did Jed Lowry ever play for Texas? So I'd look up Jed Lowry. You know what I mean? Yeah, you too, Nick. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Thanks for watching. What's up, Harrison? It's already 3-0 Braves. Brutal. Who do you think we could get for Doogie in a trade this offseason? I don't know if we're going to be able to get anyone crazy. It depends, right? I would hope they don't try and trade Doogie for pitching. I would hope that they buy pitching. I think there are better buying pitchings than there are trading for pitchers, unless you're legitimately willing to give up Verdugo and York in a package, or Verdugo and Rafael in a package, or something like that. What's up, I? Only finished the Immaculate Grid twice. Yeah, I've been getting better at it because they tend to, like, there tend to be players that repeat. Like Rich Hill, I use on every single Immaculate Grid. See you later, Logan. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Should have gotten Josiah Gray. Yeah. He would have been. Yeah, he could be an interesting target too for the Red Sox this offseason if they're willing to go for a pitcher. He could be an interesting one. Problem is he's great on the Nationals, but on a competitive team, you want him to sort of be your 3 spot, right? So you got Bayo, who's struggling, but still a very good pitcher. Right now, he's probably a 2, right? Maybe a 3. And so what you want to do going into 2024 is to have 2 guys in front of him, so it alleviates some of the pressure on Bayo for being that top dog. Let him be a middle of the pack starter and use that as sort of a spot to really hone in on your craft, right? Because right now, I mean, he knows it, right? He is the best pitcher on the staff talent-wise. And again, when we're talking about, it's kind of similar to Rafaela, right? Where Bayo is still growing, man. He this year he developed a slider and a cutter for a third pitch. Right? This is his first year in Major League Baseball. This is also the first year that he's pitched, the amount of innings that he's pitched. There are going to be bumps in the road. So it's tough to be like, yeah. Oh, dude, Pablo Reyes is hitting some hard outs right now. That makes sense. Like in my opinion, to pitching this off, to not go after pitching this offseason, I think would be like everyone's saying, oh, the Red Sox only care about profits. The Red Sox only care about bottom dollar. The Red Sox are cheap. The Red Sox don't want to spend money. All that stuff, right? To me, that only has merit if the Red Sox don't go after pitching this offseason. If they go after pitching this offseason, I don't believe that, right? If they come into 2024, no new pitchers signed, and they're like, yeah, we like the team we have, then there may be some merit to the whole, they only care about the bottom dollar, right? The deadline to me is a little bit different than the beginning of the season because right at the deadline, right, it's like, okay, this is the team we have, right? We're under the luxury tax. This is sort of our in-between year of we want to be competitive over the next couple of years. We don't want to invest heavily in this specific team. Is a little bit different than, hey, there's an opportunity right now to get some really, really great starting pitching, and we're just not going to do it because we don't want to spend the money, right? There's a bit of a difference there between the deadline and free agency. Man, I got a weird hairline, chat. I know Pablo's batting .313, but I feel like he has been kind of unlucky, yeah. A little bit. What's up, Brady? Does the Bloom-Snell connection mean anything? It could. I don't know how much, I don't know how much that goes into things. Right? I don't know how close they were. I know he was partially at least responsible for drafting him. I don't know if Snell's going to be like, man, the Red Sox are giving me, the same offer as, say, the Dodgers, but the Red Sox have Chaim Bloom. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's going to be a conversation. I don't know. I'd assume it'd be some sort of factor. I assume it'd be some sort of factor. What's weird, Chad, is we're going to be starting to get into off-season stuff. Hopefully not until the end of October, but more realistically, probably in October, we'll start talking about off-season stuff. Oh, what a ridiculous hit. Are you kidding me? What was that? That hit off the bag. Of course, it was Dominic Smith. For those of you who are box seat members, it did hit off the bag. Unbelievable. I told you, Dominic Smith has hit well against Pivetta in the past. Yeah, that camera angle was weird. McClanahan's officially getting Tommy John. That's brutal, man. Poor. The Rays really, they have such a good pitching machine, but part of that is essentially blowing out. Is essentially just blowing out arms, right? I don't think they're going to be able to have long-term successful pitchers for a while. Stone Garrett, that is actually a good name. Oh, that's brutal clip. We definitely don't need relief pitchers. I mean, think about it, right? Our bullpen next year will most likely be one of Halk or Whitlock, which we'll get into during the offseason. Schreiber, Winkowski, probably Pivetta, Martin, Kenley. That's a really, really great line bullpen. I don't think they really need to add to that too much. What do you look forward to more, winter meetings or opening day? It's opening day. It's not close. I love opening day. Although winter weekend, chat, has been really growing on me. I can't wait for winter weekend this year, chat. Winkowski, yeah, I think I mentioned Winkowski. Do I ever listen to OB? Yeah, usually 95% of the time I'm listening, unless we're streaming. Because then when I'm talking to you guys, and then when I'm trying to listen to the game, it'd be like, whoa. Whoa. In favor of more international competition? What do you mean? Like having international players come over or playing internationally? Because if it's playing internationally, I'm good with that. Lefty relievers for next year, we got Bernardino, we got Chris Murphy, right? Chris Murphy's been incredible, and he's young, dude. He's young, right? Keep him there. We'll see what Bernardino... we'll see what Bernardino looks like next year, but maybe one more lefty wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe one more. You're weird for not listening to announcers? I don't think you're weird for it. The only times like I like listening to I love Lou Merlone. So I try to listen when he's got the games. Unfortunately, he's got the game today. No, George, I'm not legally allowed to show the game, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, one more lefty probably wouldn't hurt. Prodigy. Yeah, no, are you standing room or are you bleachers? Or are you box seats? I can give you the perks. Big K from Pavetta. Did I like it when Bill Burr commentated? I didn't hate it. I like Bill Burr, the comedian. But I'm kind of in the realm of, hey, man, I just want to, I just want to watch the game. Like, he's funny, yeah. And it was funny for a little bit. But I think after like 3 or 4 innings, I was like, all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, Walter is a good, Walter's another guy who could be a piece going forward. Yeah, dude, Felger tries to crush everything. There's nothing that Felger likes. There's not a single thing that Felger likes. Same with Maz. I'm trying to think of other lefties. Brian Mata. Oh, yeah, I love Joe Castiglione. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Bucky. Brutal news. Chris Sale. It'll be interesting to see what Chris Sale can give us for the rest of the year. Have I ever sat in the red seat? No. I didn't know you can't buy tickets for the red seat, which I think is a bit ridiculous. You know what's funny, chat? When I was making this channel, I never really thought, like the red seat, right? I never really thought like, this is going to be named after the red seat. I mostly just thought, this is going to be red seat. Like most of the inner bowl of Fenway Park are red seats. And it sounds like Red Sox. So that's why I made the account. But and then someone, I think it was like the first or second video, was like, like Fenway Park's red seat. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is like red seat. I don't know if Sale will do that. Maybe, I don't know. Noah Song making an impact. He was good in his first time out. Yeah. Yeah, those were good additions, Yeah, Bill Burr is funny. I think it was a 1 in a million shot, George. I think it was insane. Thoughts on Claudia Bayo photo? Bucky, dude, I have no clue who that is. Not a single idea. Look her up. Is this going to be something bad? Oh, she's just a better? Okay. WinBet Casino? Yeah, I don't know much about her. What's my take on the Wander situation? I think it's terrible. I think it's disgusting. Truly disgusting. Oops. If you told me Pavetta's starting against the Braves, he'd go down to a 4 ERA, I'd tell you you're crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Pavetta has had such a turnaround this year. Jose Alvarez, I think I'm all right with Alvarez. Hader, I think he's a true closer. We don't really need a true closer. Oh, Doogie is so locked in right now. That swing on that inside pitch, beautiful. BEA, beautiful. Also, Reese McGuire rocking a little goatee. That kind of fits Reese, I feel like. What's the music now? Isn't it the old piano? What is it now? Should be the old piano. That's the old piano, right? Oh, the din. Yeah. I don't know. I'll probably switch up the intro every season. How much faster do I think Doogie will be if he took off his jewelry? Probably like half a mile an hour faster, genuinely. How long is Pavetta signed for? He's a free agent in 2026, so 2024, 2025, he's still under arbitration. Yeah, distractions. I think a big part of it is you gotta pick and choose those as carefully as you can, right? It's a lot about the character. Like long contracts like that are in my opinion as much about the player's personality as it is about the about the on-field play, right? Do I like Reese McGuire? I think he's fine. Right? I think he's a decent backup catcher. Reese McGuire stealing a base? Pardon? Is goateed Reese faster? He might be. Any collabs in the near future? Maybe. What do you mean by collabs? Who messed up against the Blue Jays? I don't want Vasquez back. I'm good. I liked Vasquez, but 5-tool player Reese McGuire? True. Dude, goateed Reese? That's a blue chip prospect right there. No goatee Reese? It wasn't really because of the incident, Brady. He wasn't playing well before, but yeah, he was a first-round draft pick. Someone related to Chris Murphy. Yeah, we got that in the works. We got that in the works. Sit. Ugh. If you had to strike out one Red Sox player in the lineup tonight, who do you think you would have the best chance against? I think I get crushed by all of them. I would go with Connor Wong's not in the starting lineup, is he? I would go Connor Wong, I think. But if I had to choose someone in the starting lineup, Reese is pretty good at bat to ball skills. Pablo Reyes is hot right now. Casas would take me 500 feet, I think. Duran, probably not. Doogie? No, definitely not. Massa, definitely not. Turner would crush my stuff. I'm not used to streaming. Trying to get the Duran hairline. Oh, Devers. Oh. We should be in line to hit off of Severino. Yeah. We should be able to get Severino. Josiah Gray's pretty good, man. I hope they can get him out of the game pretty early here. He's already got almost 60 pitches. Chad, I'm still kind of like my. Did anyone else get when I got all four of my wisdom teeth out? It was like learning to chew again. It's also like learning to talk right again. I'm not answering that, Prodigy. Reese, dude, you got the speed. Turn that into 3. Reese, dude, come on, dude. During the 2010 World Series. Yeah, it's brutal that I had to get it done in August. I was like, can I wait till November? They're like, no, you can't wait. But I wanted to wait until November so bad. Look at everyone trying to film to get something cool from Rafi. Yeah, chat. I don't know what I'm going to do. That was a brutal look. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. A week before senior year? That was brutal. What's up, Hagen? Daniel Vogelbach or Alec Manoah? I got to give it to Vogelbach. I've been wanting Ryan Fitzgerald to cut my hair for the longest time, and I don't know if I can make that happen. Maybe I'll grow this out until the offseason and get it cut into a mullet by Story 3-run homer right here. He needs his first home run, man. The tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth. So help you God. Teams have been working around Devers in the month of August. Interesting. Shave it all off and go bald? Yikes. Brady, no. Those hats for sale? Of course they are. They are in the link in the description, and they are also coming through in chat. They pop up in chat every once in a while, although I haven't seen it in a minute. I don't know where. Oh, there's the FOCO one. There's the membership one. There's the spreadshirt.com. Here, I'll give it to you. Get a haircut? Nah. What is Adalberto Mondesi status? He's taken live ABs. Story's not bad. Adalberto Mondesi's facing live pitching. He's doing everything defensively. I really don't think we'll see him this year. I'd be pretty shocked if they try to force him up. Favorite Neston duo in the booth? I love Mike and Uke because they have such a natural chemistry. Mike, if you want a hat, all you have to do is click that link that just popped up in the chat, and it'll bring you to the hat. No, he did not go. Yes, sir. When is Houck back again? Yeah, he's first game of the Houston series. Favorite Neston duo? Yeah, Mike and Uke are very funny together. And I like Mike, Monaco, and Merloni, too. What's the best pitch I could throw? Probably my two-seam fastball. But that was a long time ago. Hey, we take that, Brady. Is Mondesi behind schedule? Way behind schedule. He's supposed to be back 2 months into the season. I think, did I interview Fitzy yet? No, I wish. Yeah, I'd love to get some interviews. I'm going to try and reach out. Fan of Jay Kuda tweets? I love those, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try and get... I really would love to get some player interviews, Chad. It's kind of hard. Try to reverse jinx him, Brady. It's hard to get in contact with these guys. I would... Another thing, too, is I think people see YouTube and they sort of write it off, which is interesting. Like, people see podcast or blog or TV interview, and they're like, oh, that's more professional than a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? That's exactly it, distractions. Yeah, I mean, it really wasn't a waste of a trade because Josh Taylor is absolutely nothing anymore. And he probably would have been with the Red Sox, too. You getting a Tristan Casas voodoo doll? Good luck. I should go on a podcast? What podcast? Go early to Worcester? I need a media pass to get down onto the field. Yeah, let me just fly down to South Carolina this real quick. I wish more players lived in Boston. It would make life so much easier. Dave Dombrowski or Chaim Bloom? I hate this question because it's always a huge debate afterwards. I really don't know, man. I mean, Dombrowski's giving you the hardware, so it's hard to go against Dombrowski right now. It's hard to go up against Dombrowski when you're talking about Dombrowski or Bloom, but at the same time, too, Bloom's done a lot of good for the organization, so I want to give Bloom the time to flush everything out and see what it's like over the next 5-10 years. And obviously, I don't think Bloom's going to be the GM for the next 5-10 years. But I'm talking about his impact on the Red Sox. So I don't know. Appreciate it, Metal. Thank you. Do I live in Boston? I live close. I live in I don't know if you'd call it a suburb. Ramon, get the MLB TV. What I think of Suffolk University. I had a friend that almost went to Suffolk. It's right in the middle of Boston, so it's a lot of fun. I can't tell you anything about the actual academics, but I know the location's really nice. Like, it'll be a ton of fun because you're living in Boston, right? It's a good time. All the old heads hate Heim. Wow, you want to go there for law school? Yeah, I think I think they have a decent law program. I'm not sure about the academics, but did Tristan come through? I'm so behind. I've given up on trying to be ahead of you guys. I've totally given up. I'm just gonna let you guys tell me what's happening during the game. I'm watching. Dude, Tristan Casas, I mean, the dude only hits bullets. Only hits bullets. It's crazy. Everything he makes contact with feels like it's 100 miles an hour. Yeah, you guys are the broadcast. Yeah, Casas is a ton of fun to watch. I'm watching on Nesson. It's available on Amazon Prime. Interesting. Buffalo, Syracuse, and Suffolk. Well, you grew up in New York, right, Brady? Near Syracuse. It might be fun to go to a different area. City Connect jersey for the rest of the season. I don't want him to be. I don't want him to. I don't want him to be worn out. Right. I don't want them to get sick of it. Everything all right out there? I'm not really a huge C's or Patriots fan for whoever asked that. What's up, Jay? I like watching them, right? I like watching them, but I don't like die hard them the way I do the Red Sox. Honestly, I just sort of like breathe a little bit during the off season. But back to Tristan Casas, man. He's been so good. Oh, go home. Go home? Story. How long has the guy in Detroit been there? Have I seen the Red Sox Bat Boy YouTube video? Yeah. Patriots. I did see Ezekiel Elliott, yeah. I don't really know Gritty, honestly. Phillies, no. Blue Jays, no. Rays, no. My favorite player on the Red Sox? Oh, crap. YouTube's going to be pissed. Probably Casas, dude. Oh, man. Duvall just missed that. Brutal. But hey, we'll take 3 runs. Project, I talked about this. I don't know. I don't know if it would make me so mad. Right behind the third base ball girl wearing a black hat. All right, Jackson. Everyone look for Jackson. He's behind the third base ball girl wearing a black hat. All right? Everyone look for him. My thing with the Patriots, and I have friends. One of my best friends grew up in Buffalo, so he's a Blue Jays, Sabres, Bills fan, and so he's been rocked right his entire life. When he talks to me about it, when he's like, look, the Patriots are going to be, kind of trash for the next couple of years, and the Bills have a legit chance of making a Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, I don't care, right? And here's why I don't care. Because growing up, I saw the greatest coach of all time coach the greatest quarterback of all time on some of the greatest teams of all time with the greatest organization of all time, right? That was 20 years of the greatest sports dominance in essentially the history of football, possibly up there in the history of all of major league sports, right? There's nothing more for me to see. I saw the greatest tight end of all time, right? There's nothing more for me to see. So I don't care if the Patriots are mediocre for the next 10 years. I don't. Phillies and Blue Jays still 0-0. Yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm at the point now where, wait, what were we talking about? Oh, I'm score watching hard. I am score watching hard. When do the Mariners play? Chad, also, what would you think about me getting a P.O. box for you guys to send like stuff you want to give away, letters you want me to read on chat or anything like that? Would that be something that would interest you guys? If there's anything you guys have been wanting to send me? Because I know there have been a couple people who've asked for my address. So if I got like a P.O. box for you guys to send stuff. Fantasy football draft, hopefully you did well. Yeah, Mariners just started. I'm watching Mariners Blue Jays. I don't care what the Yankees do. I don't care what the Rays do. In all honesty, I care about those two. That's tough, Prodigy. You can't bet for the Blue Jays right now. Yeah, dude, the Yankees they're gonna get crushed again tonight. What's their score? I just saw it. We need way more than that. 1 second, Nick. Yeah, we need. I would say this would be. I mean, we talked about it, right? When I went through sort of my game plan for the rest of the season. You didn't sweep the Tigers, unfortunately. So in my opinion, you got to sweep one of the Yankees or the Nationals. And on top of that, too, you need to win the other series, right? So you either need to sweep you need to, essentially over the next 6 games, you need to go 5-1. Essentially, they need to go 5-1 in these next 6 games, which is going to be really difficult to do. I think 4-2 will be fine, right? But then you go and you face Houston, LA, Houston, and you simply can't get swept. That's all I care about. Yeah, but Vet has the most strikeouts on the team. He has the most strikeouts on the team, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, the Blue Jays series crushed. In all honesty, if the Red Sox don't make the playoffs and they do really well, and they finish like 1 or 2 games out of the postseason, it's going to be because of that Blue Jays series. Can we get that daily? Just start at the end of my videos. We could look into it. I mean, that's kind of Carabas's thing, and like yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of stealing it, but Willie Abreu's been really good. He's not a top 100 guy. I don't think he'll ever be a top 100 guy, but he could be a decent option next year. It'll be interesting to see sort of what the Red Sox do with him. What sports did I play growing up? I played about all of them at one point, but I mostly played baseball and basketball. Yeah, that was pretty cool, Prodigy. Must have been a cool moment to be at. I wanted to go. Couldn't because of the surgery, but I wanted to go. Moneyball 2? This isn't Moneyball 2. 3.5 hour practice a day? Yikes. If they go 5-1 in their next game, yeah, the beard is going to stay. And it's going to look terrible. But it'll be here. Yeah, I did. I played football for... I think I told this story. I played football for 1 season in 7th grade. And I realized halfway through that there were 2-a-days. And I didn't want to do 2-a-days, so I just quit. See you later, distractions. Thanks for coming by, my friend. I did. I played soccer, yeah. Go-to snack at an MLB game? I played soccer for a while, actually. Go-to snack at an MLB game. Probably a hot dog and beer. Does that count? That's usually what I do. I eat before the game. Like I usually go out to eat at a restaurant before the game. And then I'll get in, and then I'll have a couple of brews, and then what's up, Joe? I interviewed you last year at the casino. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'll usually go to the park, get something to eat beforehand, go in, get a drink or two, and then by like the third or fourth inning, I'll grab a hot dog. It's usually my plan. Though you'd be nasty at anything hockey. I didn't play hockey because I hated skating. Casket Flagon's a great place to go. What happened during the game? We got a leadoff Alex Verdugo home run, his second of the season, as mentioned by Doogie Productions. And then after that, we had a 2-run single by none other than Tristan Casas. What's a beer cost in an MLB game these days? $11. Wahlburgers? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, you were saying that, Jay. That's awesome, man. I hope you had fun. Jose Ramirez and the Tim Anderson fight. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It's kind of cool to watch, I'm not gonna lie. All right, Nick, wake up. How fast is my now? I couldn't tell you. I would be shocked if I hit like 75. I have no idea. I'd probably blow out my arm. What do I think about Franco? I think it's a terrible, terrible situation. And if it's true, I think he's a terrible person. Have I been to Raising Cane's? I have not been to Raising Cane's. All right, Nick. I'm going to need a lot more of those, buddy. Or a ground ball. Please give me a ground ball. I don't even know. Where's the nearest Raising Cane's to me? Did I pitch in high school? Yes, I pitched in high school. You can look it up for yourself, George. I don't really want to get into it on this stream. That's crazy, Mike. Dude, is that his third walk? Yeah, I did, Spencer. It's not a good situation, man. It's gross, to be honest with you. Dude, they should have gone opener, Pavetta. What high school did I attend? I attended a high school in New Hampshire. Pretty good for us. How many times have I been to Fenway? Probably like 150 times. No, that might be too much. No, it's probably pretty accurate. Every month for a year, for 4 or 5 years, it's probably like 36 games. Yeah, I'd say close to 100. Nick, please, dude. Don't do this. Yeah, the Gulls in Newport is pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I saw that, Doogie. You only went once? Got to get there again. Pavetta. Pavetta's already at 60 pitches in the third, dude. It's all right. It's all right. Plenty of game left, chat. My second favorite team has always been the Twins because I had family. I had family in Minnesota, and I got to see the old Twins Stadium. My uncle at the time, he used to know a guy who worked there, and so I got to go into the old Twins Stadium. And I was able to walk around like on the field. It was really awesome. So I've always been a Twins fan, kind of, right? It'll be next Tuesday, Nick. How did I watch the last game? On Peacock. I have Peacock because the last season of Suits is on Peacock, because Parks and Rec is on Peacock, and because The Office is on Peacock. Now, a lot of people would be wrong, George. Always hated the Metrodome. It's cool when you're the only person in there. What, Bob? What did I think of the Paw Sox? I don't know. Oh, mascot. Yeah. Probably play for the Red Sox and not win a World Series. Ugh. Nats are going to be good in 4 years. I think they'll be fairly decent over the next 3 years, yeah. I am definitely faster than Casas, yes. I am 100% faster than Casas. All right, chat. It's backwards hat time. We need to bring this team back to life. Just got to turn the hat around. I just need to get Pavetta, get out of this inning without allowing too much earned runs. 6 years old, I'm faster than Casas. Casas doesn't need to run fast. Yeah, I don't know if anyone was here for that. Tupac, I think you must have been here for that. Yeah, that was a weird comment. For sure. Man, 2013 was good. 2013, 28, I love 2018. Gotta stay hydrated. Favorite Red Sox player of all time? Kevin Youkilis was for a while my favorite Red Sox player of all time. I don't think Costas will win Rookie of the Year, but I think he's gonna make a decent case to win Rookie of the Year. I think it'll be interesting. Okay. All right. I mean, only 1 run deficit. Still only the third inning, chat. I have faith. Should be drinking polar seltzer. Yeah, that worked for a little bit, but now it's not working. And I also can't drink bubbly stuff right now. Yeah, just need, wow. Costas eats like a horse. I mean, it makes sense. The dude's like 6'7". I would have to eat like a horse too. Yeah, these are really important games. I can't call them must-win games, chat, because every time I say they're must-win games, they lose. So this isn't a must-win game, although every game's going to feel like that from here on out, I think. Costas is probably a bit of an odd duck, but I don't care. I'm looking to see what the general consensus is here about Nick Pivetta. I'm still looking. It's sorry, chat. It's top 4, no outs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right, Jaron. It's a nice hit, Jaron. See, that's what Jaron Wren needs to do, right? Get on base, wreak a little havoc. Let's have some fun. Yeah, that might be part of it, King. I think I don't know. It's so weird with Pivetta, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a pressure thing with starting, saying they need to win games that I start. They need to be able to do this. They need to be able to do that. I don't know. It's obviously it's mental with Nick Pivetta. I just don't know what mentality is missing. Which is weird because he's been Duran got a hit? Yeah, he did. See if he goes. I would think so too, Ethan, but at the same time too, maybe it's a mentality thing where on the mound as a starter, he's like, man, I gotta go 6 innings here. But as a reliever, he's like, man, I only gotta go 1 inning. You know what I mean? Maybe that has something to do with it. I truly don't know. 5-0 Braves, brutal. Brutal. I mean, good for us, but yikes. Just keep telling Pivetta he's only going 1 inning? I don't know, because it's not even that he's going 1 inning. He's going 3 or 4 innings out of the bullpen. I don't know what it is. I really don't. And maybe it's a mentality of I don't know when I'm getting, like as a starter, right, your goal is to go 5 innings, 6 innings, right? As a reliever, you're just sort of trying to get the next out. Maybe that's what he just can't focus on, just getting the next out when he is on the mound as a starter, right? Maybe that's just he can only focus on what the overall picture is as opposed to just what it's going to look like every single out, right? Taking it out by out. It has to be possible, Ethan. They got to win a series against. They got to win 2 series against the Braves, or I'm sorry, the Rays or the Orioles to finish out the year, or it's going to be an issue. Rays doubled. Is it a tie game? Tie game? Yeah, Reyes is pretty fast, actually. I'd say he's above average. I wouldn't quantify him as like fast, but he's pretty good. Second and third, no outs, though. Hey, we'll take it. How does Duran... Okay, it makes sense why Duran didn't score on this, but dang. All right, Reese, big times. All right, go T. Reese. Give it to me. Do I play fantasy baseball? I did this year. I have not looked at it since the draft. I got too big. Not too big, sorry. I got too busy. Gray is done. Lefty Garcia. Gimme Wong. Winning 8-6. What did I say, Chad? I said 6-2. That's not gonna work. This is Davy Garcia. Devigarcia. Devi. If the Red Sox don't make the playoffs, I won't get a haircut until April. I'm going to hold you to that, Mike. I'm going to hold you to that because, like I said, I think there's a 20-25% chance the Red Sox make the postseason. But I still think it'll be competitive all the way down. I think we're going to go to Toronto next year, chat, to go see the Red Sox play the Blue Jays. And I think I'm going to try and do a vlog about it, possibly. I don't know. I don't know if Costas will ever get a stolen base. Maybe. Do I tweet often? Yeah. I probably tweet. Yeah. I live tweet all the games, like my reactions and videos and stuff. And then I'll tweet like dumb opinions I have throughout the day as well. What's up, Steven? I tweet a fairly decent amount. Why do you ask, guy? Luis Severino's a 7.98 ERA. Oh my God. Baltimore's a great stadium to go to. Baltimore is a great stadium to go to. What's my Twitter handle? Red Seat Radio. That's all it is. Every social media I have is just Red Seat Radio. Somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, I got Red Seat Radio on every single social media. Is this Yimmy? Dude. Reese McGuire is the king of catcher's interference. This is crazy. How does he do that? See, I'm tweeting right now. How'd I come up with the name Red Sea Radio? It was originally... I was originally going to do Over the Monster, or there was another one. Beyond the Monster, something like that. And I realized there are a ton of people doing monster stuff. And I was like, I got to do something different. What's another really, really impressive... what's another really, really famous piece of Fenway Park, right? Because I couldn't call it anything with Fenway or the Red Sox because that's trademarked, right? And then I was sitting at Fenway and I was like, oh, they're all red seats. And the red seat is such an infamous thing with the red seat. And I'll just do red seat, and radio helps, right? It's an alliteration. Reese, what are you doing? Yeah, Pesky Poll, but the Pesky has a lot of... There's like the Pesky Report, Pesky Podcast. Oh, they're challenging it. Oops. Tie game. Chad, what did I tell you about the backwards hat, by the way? What did I tell you? Also, this is the creakiest chair in the entire world. I swear to God. Did he get in? I don't know. They're not showing the replay. I'll let you know when they show the replay. He's not leaving the base. He's pretty confident. Okay. Let's see. That was such a terrible replay. Oh, guess he's out. That was interesting. Why would you challenge? I don't know. He looks safe from a couple of different angles. Maybe they were thinking there was a possibility. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who do you think on the current Red Sox roster makes a Hall of Fame? Yeah, he did, Rusty's. This current Red Sox team is some of the lowest base running IQ, like as a unit. McGuire is a bit of a lunatic on the bases. I mean, I think the only one that has a shot, like as of right now, is Chris Sale. That triple play was brutal. I got absolutely flamed on Twitter for just saying that play was unfortunate. I used the word unfortunate. People were like, not unfortunate, just stupid. I was like, okay, sorry. God. Yeah, I think Rafi has a shot, but he's still so young. It's hard to be like Rafi's a surefire Hall of Famer at 26 years old. There have been a lot, Mr. Joe O'Brien. What was one of the biggest factors to you to start loving baseball? It's a great question. I was just sort of born into it. I think the Red Sox, like October baseball, right? My earliest memories are 2000, like barely 2004, and then 2007, right? And it's because the Red Sox were so dominant so early. You just get so like October baseball. There's nothing better in playoff sports. There's no better playoffs. No better. Right? So I genuinely think that's just what it was, right? I grew up with them, and then you watch them win, and you watch how good it is, how good playoff baseball is. You just fall in love with it. Not even just the Red Sox, just playoff baseball in general. I called Pablo Reyes Reese. Hey, baby, Pablo. Let's go. Remember that play last year where Xander Bogaerts stole home and it was to win the game because the Red Sox couldn't score? That play reminded me of that. Dude, Pablo Reyes is such a fun player. He's a lot of fun to watch, man. He's a lot of fun to watch. Pablo hurt his hand. Where? Oh, maybe that means they bring Christian Arroyo back up. Yeah, Justin Turner's not a Hall of Famer now. What's the best stadium in Major League Baseball? Petco's probably like overall like the nicest to sit in, but nothing's better than Fenway Park. Nothing's better than Fenway Park. Hasn't been a bad game. No, I mean, Pivetta hasn't had a good game, but I don't think overall, I think offensively, this is a really great sign, right? Josiah Gray was a pretty good person. Or is a pretty good pitcher. So it's nice to see the Red Sox get on a pretty good pitcher and legitimately put some stuff together here. Oh, no. Whoa. That was disgusting. Oh, my God. That's not even close to the strike zone. That is like a foot outside. Oh, my God. Where have those calls been all night for Pivetta? Wow, that was a disgusting. I mean, that was a curveball that was 7 feet outside the strike zone. Yeah, that was crazy. That would have hit Rafael Devers. How many stadiums have I been to? Fenway, Yankee, Orioles, Nationals, Cubs, White Sox, Cleveland, Minnesota, Old Minnesota. Does that count? 2 stadiums? No. We'll do 1 stadium. What's that? 8. Petco. Does JetBlue Park count? I don't think so. 9? 10. I'm missing a couple. Milwaukee. 10. Toronto tied it up 1-1. Yikes. Glad I could be here, Trey. I totally understand that, man. I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy, man. Take a load off, you know? I'm happy you're here. You're back. What's up, Colt? Who is back there? I don't know who the umpires are for today, but that was disgusting. Like, just a brutal. Phillies got us. I believe in the Phillies, man. Yeah, I get it, Robbie. You're good, man. Thanks for keeping in here, making sure everyone stays appropriate. Thank you for all your work, Robbie. I appreciate you. And thank you for becoming a member again. I appreciate that, too. Coors Field. Coors Field's a field I want to go to, chat. I think you know, chat, if I ever end up doing this stuff full time, I would love to do like a series on this channel where I go to every single stadium and I like do a Red Sox blog or vlog of every stadium. I think that'd, like, follow the Red Sox on a road trip. I think that'd be fun. Maybe someday. That's crazy, Joe. That is crazy. When are you able to become a member? You should be able to become a member at any time. Sox making wild card. I don't know. I honestly don't. I think it'll come down to the last week. Tommy. Yeah, you should be able to become a member at any time, Colt. There shouldn't really be anything holding you back. Right there. There's the link in the chat. You can just click that right there. You become a member of this channel. You get private live stream chat. Also, members, we got to figure out when our private live stream is going to be. So, you private live stream, you get series previews, or we're doing game previews now. We're doing a preview of every single game, including bets that I make, which, by the way, if you aren't, my dad was in here. I don't know if he is in here. If he is still in here, you could let the people know just how much money I'm making you. He's been following my betting rules. They've been going pretty good. See, even tonight, Pavetta's hit. What's up, Pac-Man? Call me crazy, but I think we have a good chance at sweeping the Yankees next series. Probably won't happen, but you never know. I no longer comment on whether or not the Red Sox are going to sweep or not, because every time I do, they do the exact opposite. So I'm not going to comment on that. All I will say is the Yankees are... That's all I'm going to say. My favorite piece of merch I own? Oh my God. C.J. Abrams just swung at a baseball at his face. Does that count as like autographed cards? Does that count? One of the more fun ones that I have is that hat right there, that red seat hat, our rally hat, chat. I like it. You use the Red Seed Cup daily. That's awesome. Clip, have you gotten your and Anthony, have you guys gotten your cards yet? I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, George, I can't. I can't do it. Still waiting on yours? Man, what is going on? Hopefully it's there soon, Anthony. Give it a couple more days, Anthony, and if it's not there by Thursday, email me. How do I become a member? There are a couple ways. You go to the Join tab on my channel. There's a tab there. There's a chat. There's a bot in the chat that tells you, that gives you a link. It's Nightbot. You can look for that. Yeah, USPS does suck. Can we see the cards up there? I don't know the best way to do that, to be honest with you. How much is a bleacher seat at Fenway now? I don't know, 30, 40 bucks. Good. I'm glad you use it, Trey. I'm glad people are getting use out of the giveaway stuff. I got to get in contact with Foco to get a little mid-season giveaway. I feel like it's been a while since we've done one. What a baby Pavetta. That a boy to bounce back like that, huh? That's a good inning from Pavetta. You know what, Chad? I'm getting rid of the top and bottom. It's just so annoying. I'm just gonna put 5th. You guys can figure out what that means, right? And that way, also, we could break up this and that. It looks a little cleaner, I think, like that, Chad. Thoughts? Do we talk about the P.O. box yet, chat? I'm thinking about getting a P.O. box for you guys because we've had a couple of times where people want to do giveaways, and want to send me the giveaway stuff, and then like letters or stuff like that people have wanted to send me. I didn't know where you guys to send those, and just stuff you guys have been wanting me to try or open on stream, right? If you guys want me to be like, I don't know. I don't know the best way to say this without like I don't want to. I don't know. It's a weird situation, but like I've had a couple people reach out and see if they could send me stuff to open on stream or to open on a video. Would you guys be interested in stuff like that? I could do T5 and B5. I don't know what that is. You too, Nick. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Yeah, you guys understand what I'm saying? Like people have reached out to open stuff on stream. I've had a couple people who letters and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if because it's a little bit expensive, right? So I want to make sure people will actually use it, you know? I haven't talked about Noah Song, yap on that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about Noah Song, to be honest with you. I'm going to be interested to see. It's also interesting to me. It'll be interesting, I think, what his career would look like. Thank you so much, Larry. Mr. Larry Drohan. Top 5, bottom 5, what? Versatility. I think it'll be interesting to see what Noah Song can do. I think he's such a bright pitching prospect that I hope he figures it out quickly. I haven't really seen what he did his first couple of appearances. I know he looked pretty good in his first appearance. But we made a video about him before, right? I think he's genuinely a guy that could be a legit closer at the major league level. Take over Yankee Stadium. It'll be interesting. All right. Hey, there's one base. Do we think we see Arroyo next year? Versatility. I'm an idiot. Okay. All right. Larry, any relation to Shane Drohan? All right, George. Thanks for coming by, my friend. All right. Let me see what Noah's been able to do. He's in high A. I mean, hey, he's only pitched 4 innings, but he has a 0 ERA and a 2.22 FIP, so pretty good. Pretty good. Not going to lie. But we'll see what he looks like, you know. He's still, there's so much. He's getting a lot of fly balls, which is a bit concerning. His strikeouts per 9, 13.5 again. It's a super small sample size, so it's hard to fully go into detail about it. He's your nephew. Well, tell your nephew I'm very excited for what he's been able to do. His velo tick up, and he's always had good command. So I'm very excited to see Mr. Shane Drohan in the major leagues, Larry. I hope you get the chance to be there to see that too. I mean, it's got to be a pretty incredible moment for you and your family. So tell him I say good luck, and tell him Red Sox Nation can't wait to see him. It's his first year in Major League Baseball. Colt, you think Ref Snyder is coming in for Duran because the lefty is pitching? I don't think so. Wait, how did Devers just get doubled off? I don't think it was Bogarts that threw off their chemistry, to be honest with you. I think there's a lot of personalities in there. Tell him to do an interview. Yeah, hey, Larry, if he ever wants to do an interview, let me know. I'd love to talk to him. Of course. I mean, hey, he's earned it, right? He's been very impressive, Larry. He's been very impressive, so I'm excited for him. Nah, Xander was never the problem. Xander was never the problem in the clubhouse. From everything I have heard from people who I would say are pretty knowledgeable about the goings-on of a Red Sox clubhouse, it wasn't Xander. Does Casas hit 30 bombs next year? I think it'll be 25-ish. I think we'll see 25 from Casas. No pressure, Larry. That was more of a little joke, but I would love to talk to him if he wants to give me 10, 50 minutes of his time. That'd be incredible. But no pressure at all. Might get 25 this year. He's at what, 19 right now? Right? I honestly don't know what Casas is at. He is at 19. He needs 6 more to get. I think it's possible for him to get to 25. Who was the problem in the clubhouse? I think it was a bit of a conversation between I think it was a bit of a look, I think there were some pitchers that had some issues with some of the younger players. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this guy was a problem, because I've never been in the Red Sox clubhouse. That's just from conversations I've had with people who have who know a lot more about the Red Sox inner workings than I do. When was the last time Devers hit a home run? It's been a long time. What are you talking about, Brady? Yeah, dude, I'm so done talking about Mookie Betts. Like, talk about him on the Dodgers, fine. Talk about how good he was in the Red Sox, fine. If I have to have a conversation about the Mookie Betts trade again, I might lose my mind. Are you speaking Polish, Mike? Pavetta is pitching the fifth, yeah. What other YouTubers do I watch? I used to watch a lot of YouTube, and now that I make YouTube videos, I don't have time to watch YouTube videos. I used to watch a lot of Good Mythical Morning. I think those guys are funny. Tim the Tap Man, when he moved over from Twitch to YouTube, I obviously watched a lot of his videos. Obviously Fuzzy, huge for me. I used to watch his videos daily. He didn't really take a dive fester. He's still a very productive player. Foolish Baseball. Baseball Doesn't Exist. Jolly Olive. I watched a lot of Red Sox baseball. I watched a lot of baseball, yeah. Do I play videos? If so, do you throw down on? What do I throw down on? Yeah, I do play a lot of video games. I used to play a lot of MLB The Show. This year's MLB The Show, man, it didn't grab me. I think it's just, I don't know. I didn't love it, so I haven't been playing it that much. I played the Harry Potter video game. That was cool. I did that for a while. Currently, Apex Legends, my favorite first-person shooter. As you're playing ranked seasons, yeah, I don't know, man. Nothing grabbed me about it. Like, I like collecting the Red Sox players, but outside of it, like last year, I was grinding MLB The Show. I think the sets throw me off because I don't have a ton of time to play video games, and the fact that you can only use players in a certain time frame just makes me not want to get them because I'm like, by the time I grind and get these players, I'm not gonna be able to use them. Xbox or PlayStation? I'm Xbox, man. I had PlayStation for a while. I'm not really particular to one or the other. I really just got Xbox a long time ago to play with my friends, and then I just sort of stayed with it, basically. What's the score of the Phillies Blue Jays game? Yeah, I love it. I love still 1-1. Hernandez, that I don't know, Kenneth. I don't know, man. I don't know if it was what's wrong with the clubhouse, but it's interesting. Seattle just hit a home run. I'm honestly expecting Seattle to win this game. They've lost 4 in a row. I don't think they'll lose 5. But you know what? To be honest with you guys, I don't know. I don't think Seattle can sustain this success. I think they'll fall back towards 500 again towards the end of the year. And I know their schedule is easy, but yeah, this ump is terrible. Like he's bad, dude. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean, Bob Dylan? During your podcast, you got publicity? Or you got publicity of your podcast? What do you mean? Seattle just hit back-to-back home runs? Of course. Oh, nice job. What do you mean you got publicity for the first time here? I still don't understand what you're talking about, to be honest with you. Fester, I don't care. I don't need him to mature. As long as he keeps producing on the field, his teammates like him. Rafi loves him. I have no problem with who Tristan Costas is. None. I hope they do, Trey. I hope they do. I don't know, QT. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know where people like. I don't know why people say Costas isn't mature. I don't know an instance where he's been immature. Genuinely, and I can't believe there's still Nationals fans, man. If I was like imagine being a fan of the Nationals or the Detroit Tigers. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I try to do that a little bit. Sometimes it'll throw me off. Do I think Story wins a Gold Glove with the Sox? Yeah, I do, but at second base. Sale will be limited, yeah. Right, like an A's fan, a Tigers fan, a Nationals fan, a Mets fan. Imagine being a Mets fan. Oh. Sunbathing in the outfield before the game, but what's immature about that? It's not really anything. It's not really immature. Who'd be at short? Hopefully Marcelo Meyer. Yeah, Rays fan. Or being a Rays fan right now has got to suck. True, 2024. Good point. Padres, yeah, Padres got to be brutal. Honestly, Sean, I'm not sure. I haven't been there enough times to give you the ins and outs of Nationals Park. I went there once on a tour, and that was it. Yeah, yeah, versatility. It's been interesting. Who started today? Nick Pivetta started today. Yeah, Frank the Tank. Yeah, Frank the Tank is hilarious, man. But the problem with Frank the Tank is that now, like, there are people within each fan base who want to be a Frank the Tank. You know what I mean? And there's only one Frank the Tank, the ultra negative, super knowledgeable, just incoherent fan. And you're starting to see those pop up with every fan base, and it's weird to watch. The Cubs to get a wild card spot. The Cubs being in the wild card spot would be awesome. I should be the Red Sox Frank the Tank. I don't think I could physically be the Red Sox Frank the Tank. Like, I don't think I have it in me to yell like that and spit. I don't think I have it in me. I really don't. I like his is just so genuine. Like, I don't think I could be genuinely upset enough to do that ever. We'll see though. If the Red Sox make the postseason, I do these once a week, Colt. If the Red Sox make the postseason, you're gonna see a much different Corbin. We might make those. We might make those like a PG 13 stream. Do I think Boone gets fired after this year? I don't know. Something's going to happen. That's good, Ethan. Yeah, the Yankees are brutal. Stan just swung at a ball that bounced in the opposite box. No, he didn't. There's got to be a video out already, right? Someone must have clipped that. Nick York just hit a home run. Gleyber Torres has grounded into 6 double plays in his last 6 games. Oof. If the Red Sox get Yamamoto, do you do Paxton, Bayo, Yamamoto, Sale, Whitlock, Houck, and Pivetta first? Well, you gotta retain Paxton first. I need this video of Stan right now. All right, fine. I'll change it to those to make you happy. I feel like that looks weird. Seattle hit another home run, dude. The Royals are another team where it's like, woof. I think they retain Paxton. I think it'll be interesting this offseason. I think it kind of depends on how he finishes this season, and if they extend a qualifying offer. Duvall finna go deep? I hope so. When do you think the Red Sox can be the 2018? It's going to be really hard to duplicate that 2018 season, man. That was the greatest Red Sox season of all time. Competitive and contenders, I would say 2025, they're going to be like, this is a World Series contender. I think Turner's here next year. Yeah, I do. I really hope he is. I think he will be. I don't know. We'll see. I think he really likes it here, but we'll see. ...2004 was the most important team, but 2018 was the greatest Red Sox team of all time. Simple. They had the greatest statistics. They had the most wins. They did the best in the playoffs. Like, it's not even a question. 2018 was the greatest Red Sox team of all time. The Shane Victorino Grand Slam was incredible. That's funny, Trey. Reyes single. Maybe it's the hat. Someone asked me to turn the hat around. We did it. Yeah, no, 2004 was 2004 was the most important team, and it's probably for I would say 90% of lifelong Red Sox fans their favorite team of all time. But yeah, 2018 was just otherworldly. Don't change a thing? Okay. Hat stays forward until something bad happens. You were born in 2018? Whoa. No, that's not humanly possible. Never mind. Are we looking tonight, boys? Well, we're squeaking by on this one, but we'll take it for right now. Oh, 2013. Who's on the bump? It was Pivetta on the bump to start. Bernardino came in the 5th, and it looks like they're going to Schreiber in the bottom of the 6th. ...2018 best... Yeah. 2018 is the best Red Sox team of all time. They had the most wins in franchise history. Which team would win in a 7-game series, 2018 or 04? Man, that's a great question actually. 7 games. I think 2018 takes it, but I think it'd be an interesting series. All right, here we go. Bottom 6, B6. It's like Battleship. Oops. Not sure what you were asking there, Wes. Oh, was it the best MLB team of all time? No. I think the best regular season team of all time is still the Mariners. The Yankees have 1 hit. What's going on with Schwarber? I have no idea. What's going on with Schwarber? He's striking out a lot this year. He always struck out a lot. He's kind of a true 3 outcome hitter where it's home run, walk, or strikeout. Yeah, I think they have the most wins of all time. I would assume one of the murderer row years for the Yankees, right? That had to be. It had to be, right? I think. Right? I think. I don't know, though, because Mantle, DiMaggio, Maris. But then you had what? Ruth, Gehrig. Or was Maris with them? No. Gehrig, Ruth, Gehrig. Do a video on which team was better, 04 or 2018? Yeah, we could do that we could do that in the off season. That's a great off season video. There are going to have to be a lot of ideas this off season, chat. I don't know how I came up with ideas last season. The overrated murderers row? I don't know. I'm dismantling. What's up, Craig? Welcome in. If I had to root for an NL team, who would you choose to be a fan of? Either the Giants or the Cubs. I think both of them are very similar to the Red Sox. So I do Giants or Cubs. Here comes Johnny. Yeah, it was against the Yankees. 75 Reds, the best team of all time? I don't know much about who was on them. Those are the Big Red Machine. Will Heim get fired? Yeah, we'll probably talk about that pretty quickly into the offseason, I think. Yeah, I hope they do, Craig. No, just water. Looks like Wander Franco's career is over. Not looking great. Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, we'll be making videos pretty quickly about whatever people get signed. They get a combined for. I mean, in all fairness, that was a dead ball error. Do I ever like our GM? Yeah, I have no problem. I don't have a problem with Bloom. I've had issues with Bloom, but I think overall I don't have a problem with him. It depends, right? Yeah, I don't think he... spoiler alert, I don't think he's getting fired. I also don't think Alex Cora is getting fired either. Try not to yawn because yawning hurts. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. I think Dave Bush should be fired. Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bush be fired? Here's the problem, I think, with Dave Bush. Should Dave Bu there have been a lot of improvements on the pitching staff individually, but as a whole, they've had issues. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about the coaching staff, to be honest with you. $500 million isn't enough for you in the last 3 years or 2 years, Trey? $500 million on 3 people isn't enough for you to say Henry. The narrative that Veritek, okay, there are 2 narratives that I hate. The first is, that hit him? Or did he swing? That he swung. 2 narratives that I don't like. When you could criticize, for sure, there are things to criticize about this organization all day, right? 2 things that I don't think you should be criticizing is spending, right? I think, you spend on Story, you spend on Mossy, you spend on Devers. That's $500 million between 3 players. Then you get guys like Kenley, Turner, Chris Martin, right? You spend in certain areas. There are areas where you haven't spent on, but to say that this team isn't spending is the wrong wordage, right? It's a completely, it's just not, it's not the correct critique. That was also a fantastic play by Trevor Story, by the way. And honestly, a fantastic play by Tristan Casas there, too. Casas' scoop work is really good. And then the other thing I don't love is the campaign for Jason Varitek for manager. Now, at some point, I think Jason Varitek should become manager, but I don't think Jason Varitek should become a manager because the Red Sox are in a bad spot. Why? Because I think when you're looking at it, right, Jason Varitek is a figurehead of the Boston Red Sox, right? He's at the most no-hitters catched. He had the most. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, Brandon. He's the most no-hitters ever caught in a Red Sox uniform, I think of all time, too. He was the captain of this club for a very long time. He's a part of 2 different World Series. Like, this is a guy who is a figurehead of the Boston Red Sox. To have him come in in a point in yeah, he's iconic. That's a great way to put it, right? To have him come in an area where, okay, Alex Cora isn't getting the job done. It's time to move to Jason Varitek. There's a lot of pressure on Varitek to get the job done. If Jason Varitek doesn't get the job done, then all of a sudden that sort of iconic buildup he spent 20 years building within Red Sox Nation gets blown out of the water for what? Right? For no reason, just because you disagree with Alex Cora's management of the bullpen. It makes no sense. Trey, you want to name me another owner that's gotten 4 World Series in the last 20 years? Also, John Schreiber took like 2 innings to get back to what he was. And now he's back, and I love it. We genuinely have one of the better bullpens in baseball, fully healthy. Schreiber, if this is your 7, 8, 9, Schreiber, Martin, Kenley, you're in a good spot. Right, like Boone with the Yankees is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Perfect example of what I'm talking about, right? Boone was an iconic character, and now people want him sent to the sun. Why do you want to do that to Jason Varitek, right? If Jason Varitek, who I think does want to become manager at some point, I think it should be a transition, not a firing and hiring, right? I think it should be okay, Alex Cora is deciding he doesn't want to be here anymore. The Red Sox are in a good spot. It's time for Jason Varitek to take over, right? That's what I think Jason Varitek would thrive in, right? I would hate to tarnish Jason Varitek's legacy because everyone wants him there. Why do they call Bloom & Company nerds? Because they make a lot of moves based on analytics, not gut or which it's advanced analytics, right? So like a good example of that is John Schreiber actually is a great example of that, right? When I believe he got DFA'd and picked up on waivers by the Red Sox. The Red Sox picked him up because they liked a couple of different, what's the word for it? I'll just say advanced statistics that Schreiber had. And look how it worked out, right? They're trying to use statistics like that to get players like that. No, Craig. No. Hey, Joseph, how are you? I like the way we've gotten our injured players back. Story, Sale, and Whitlock are being back is awesome. Team's looking good. It is looking good right now. Is that why Brazier's picked up by the Dodgers? Another perfect example of that, yeah. Will Hot Stove be tomorrow? No stream tomorrow. I'm actually going to the Savannah Bananas tomorrow. Thanks to my lovely girlfriend. Where are you getting 8 years, 200 million back, man? Red Sox and wild card round be fun to watch. Boy, would it! I've been saying this: if the Red Sox make the playoffs, we are streaming every game. Name 3 free agents you want this offseason: Yamamoto, Snell. We didn't get lucky, King. No. No, he didn't get lucky. Yeah, Yamamoto, Snell, and let's say Shohei. Trey, let's talk about the 2018. Like Dombrowski did some great moves. Don't get me wrong. And I've already talked about this, right? Dombrowski, right now, if we're talking about who's the better GM, Dombrowski has the hardware. It's hard to argue with that, right? But look at the team he got, right? Mookie, Xander, Jackie was instrumental in winning that. I don't care what anyone says. Benintendi was instrumental in winning that. Devers was a big part of that. Erod was a big part of that. You're talking about a one of the best cores built out of, you guessed it, the Red Sox farm system that they have ever seen, right? That this team has ever seen. You're talking about one of the best cores. So yeah, Dombrowski was able to build around that with guys like C. Pierce, Evaldi, Sale, right? Like, yeah, I get it, right? Oh, the hardware is better than the farm system. Who cares if the Sea Dogs are gonna win the Double-A championship this year? The Boston Red Sox are doing nothing, right? I get that. I understand your concept there, but in order to win a World Series and be competitive year after year, you need a constant connection between your major league team, which is here, right, and your farm system, which for the Red Sox after 2019. Was about here, right? It was miles apart. Miles apart. You got to somehow connect them, bring them together so you're getting a constant supply of competitive players coming up. And not even just competitive players, you're also talking about utilizing that continuous stream of competitive prospects to get legitimate players. Right? You don't get Chris Sale without a good farm system. You don't get Nate Evaldi without a decent farm system. You don't get Steve Pierce without a decent farm system, right? You don't get those guys without the farm system. So everything you want to talk about with building a successful franchise starts with a good farm system. So yeah, I get it, right? The Red Sox aren't going to win a World Series this year, and maybe the Sea Dogs do. And that's not the goal of owning a major league team. But attaching those two together, that's the goal of a major league team, because now you can get the core group of people who are going to be here not just for the next couple of years, but for the next 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, right? Then you can get the trades that you want to make and still sustain that pipeline. Then you can lure free agents here because, hey, look at us, right? Hey, hello. Yeah, hey, Shohei, guess what? Maybe we didn't win this year, but we're going to have a hell of a good team for the next 7 years, right? That's all it starts with. I'm seeing reports about scouts being seriously concerned with Meyer. They don't like his complex swing. No, none of that's true, Brandon. Meyer doesn't have a complex swing. His chase rate isn't bad, and all of his batting data, all of his data on his balls hit in Double-A so far right now is the exact same as it was in Single-A, and in Single-A he was one of the better players in all of Single-A. So no, I wouldn't be worried about him at all. No, yeah, this isn't a time to panic. He's dropped a couple of he was hurt. He was adjusting to the hardest level of the minor leagues. It is very much just unlucky, Brandon. That's all it is. It's just unluck. All of his BABIP data, all of his batted ball data is good, right? It's the exact same as it was in Single-A. It's just not landing. The approach is still the same, which is good as well. And he's been injured for a while. He tried to play through it, he couldn't. So there's a lot of ticking time bombs there. And on top of that too, it's the hardest level of the minor leagues. It's tough. I don't know what balls they're using in Double-A. I don't know if they're still using those. Appreciate it, Kenneth. Thanks. I would say we're going to be more competitive in 2024 and very, very, very competitive in 2025. But I think 2024 will be much more competitive. What happened to Meyer? He got injured. Shoulder inflammation, basically. Totally agree, Corey. But yeah, so I just is it bottom 7? Yeah, it is. That's my least favorite argument in the world. Is he only cares about the farm. Yeah, he should. I'm not giving an extension to Sale, Lawson. Turner and Paxton I'm in on, though. Why did Meyer go from top 3 prospect? He's been struggling. He's hurt, basically. Sign Yamamoto, 100%. Yeah, 100% agree, Brandon. I'm just looking at the scores of the games, chat. Are the Phillies home? No, they're away. Oh, good Lord. Hoffman, please, dude. Against Kirk. Trade Bobby D? I hope they do. Nah, it's not time to bring Rafael up. Do I truly believe that? I think the Sox can sign Ohtani. Do I think he's going to? No. Trey, it's not really the conversation of Dombrowski in the farm system isn't so much the exact players he traded away, right? It's not so much that they never became something in Major League Baseball, because you're talking about Moncada, Kopech, Santiago Espinal. I'm trying to think of other successful prospects. But either way, right, it's not necessarily about those exact players. It's the fact that he traded all of them away essentially at once, right? Manuel Margot, who's been, I would say, fairly solid Major League player. He essentially traded them all away at once, right? So what happened here is that you went from having a pretty decent, you were never a top farm system in Major League Baseball, but you were, 14th, 15th, right? So when you're in that position, right, like I talked about, right, here's your pipeline, and you want to somehow get it connected to your Major League team, so you have that constant flow of, hey, these are guys coming up, these are guys coming down, what do we do with them, right? Unfortunately, because Dave decided to trade all of them, and again, I wouldn't give that up. I wouldn't give it up, because you got the 2018 World Series, but you had to trade away a lot of that. And all of a sudden, again, that pipeline that was here is now here, right? And now you have to wait exactly what we're talking about right now with years until that pipeline reconnects. The other thing that I really struggle with Dave Dombrowski is the fact that he was a really, really bad drafter, right? He wasn't a very good drafter. You think about it, right? He was here for what? 3 years, there were like 40 rounds of draft. Houck, Casas, Bayo. And Bayo wasn't even in the draft. And I guess you could consider Duran, right? Duran, Houck, Casas. That's 3 out of what? 160 draft picks that have made a legitimate impact? So it's not so much the actual players themselves that got traded away, Trey. It's more so about the idea that you are taking so much from the farm system, it becomes hard to trade for anyone else in the future, and it's hard to supplement the core of your team when you don't have anyone around them. Exactly, Brandon. Could have not traded. Yeah, my girlfriend got tickets to work, so I'm excited. Yeah, and I think this is just an entirely different approach, Trey, you know? Jacob Webb, I don't know what. I don't even know who that is. Joely, no, he's on a 1-year deal. Red Sea Radio making a guest appearance in the Bananas tomorrow. Gonna have to watch and see. Yeah, I agree, Ramon. He could be. Seattle, is he really? Are they really giving it up? That's brutal. Story, dude. Please don't do anything to hurt yourself. Bobby Witt is so good. That would even us out against if the Blue Jays end up winning, Red Sox end up winning, and Seattle ends up winning, we'll both be 3 games back. 99 was Story. Yikes. They don't. Yeah, they really don't have a very good farm system, the Royals. Yeah, that Turner strike call is brutal. I really hope it doesn't end up costing us the game. Yeah, the blindside stuff is crazy. I don't really know, Kenneth, honestly. I don't know. Wow, did you see that? This guy Jordan Weems? I hope so, Kevin. I hope so. Costa's got 2 bases today. Every ball he hits is just so hard. Thank you, G-Man. Everyone say hello to my brother, by the way. Cameraman Evan. Still can memberships here. Try clicking this link. Hold on. Try clicking that link and see where it brings you. Blue Jays win. Brutal. What's good, G-Man? Man, no one said hi to my brother. Oh, Evan did. Or Clip did. At least Clip did. That's why he's the mod around here, huh? Ah, versatility did. Let's go. Yeah, I'm very glad I picked up. I got a Marcelo Meyer Tristan Casas dual autograph. Very happy about that. Oh, G-Man is not my little brother. Over, under? I would say under 150. We want to see? I hate taking it down, man. But it's right there. I swear. That's incredible, Kevin. Made my life. Yeah. Zach Kelly actually followed me on Twitter. Where's Jeter Downs? I don't know. He's here. Josh Winkowski for the 8th, chat. Josh Winkowski seems like a really good guy. I have a Jarren Duran autograph at 150. I bought it when he was terrible. Yep, Evan's taking over. I bought it when he was terrible for like $10. It's now worth like $50, which was good. Thoughts on Roman Anthony? I'm very, very excited about Roman Anthony. I think he's going to be very good. Any cool ones I have are I have a Masataka Yoshida out of 25, a rookie card that's like $500. I'm going to try and get I got that one accidentally. I want to get a Kyle Teal one. I do want to get a Roman Anthony one. Yeah, the Yoshida cards are going pretty quickly. I have a gold Tristan Casas. Keep Durant or trade keep. Is Yu Chang still on the team? Yeah, technically he's in AAA. I need to get a Big Poppy interview? Right. Could I Sharpie it in? Yeah, I'll maybe if I just keep growing in chat, it'll eventually. I think this side looks better. This side's at least got something. I think I can't really look at the computer screen, but I think that side looks a little bit better. But yeah, if it gets to the point where I need to Sharpie it in, I'll Sharpie it in. It depends on Corey. It depends on performance in AA. It depends on age. It depends on experience. There are a lot of factors that go into it. Jamaican castor oil. Same different distance between the bases. It is brutal. Chat, you're making me wanna. I'm gonna grow it into just a mustache because this looks fine, right? I think this is thick enough, and this is thick enough where it'll look pretty decent. So it goes rookie ball, which is Florida Complex League, which essentially is extended spring training. And then you got low A baseball, which is the lowest professional baseball or second lowest professional baseball that you can do. And then you get high A baseball, and then double A, triple A, and then MLB. They don't look very good. No, they don't. Looks terrible. You guys are going to, yeah, you know what? I'm shaving it. You guys suck. I'm shaving it. Yeah, I said low A and then high A. What happened to Blyer? Honestly, I don't know what happened to Blyer. Oh, right. Blyer was released. Thank you. I totally forgot about that. I didn't even make a video. Yeah, I saw the Blue Jays won. Kenley was letting in too many homers. Should we make Schreiber the closer? No. Thank you so much for becoming or subscribing, JC. Yeah, that's rookie ball versatility. Yeah, Blue Jays won. You got the Red Sox in the parlay? Hopefully we can get this done for you then. The good news is in videos, like I'm looking like this, you guys can't tell what the sides look like. You know? Took Twins under 7.5 was the score of the game. Pavetta is not the new Jonathan Balbon now. Where's Dilly? I'm telling you they don't have short season A. I'm telling you they don't. I'm going to look it up, though. Yeah, it used to be a thing. It's not a thing anymore. All right, here we go. So there's AAA, AA, High A, Single A, and Rookie League, which is Florida Complex League. Yeah, they don't have it anymore. Short A used to be short A and then regular A. Now it's just low A and high A. Which league is Manoah staying in? He'll stay in AAA for a little bit. Man, dude, these teams are so catchable. So catchable. The Mariners and the Blue Jays are so catchable. Lou Maloney is the GOAT, facts. Probably pretty fun to watch, Salty. Yeah, sounds pretty good, Lawson. Wink is a lot of fun to watch. I think he's going to find a home, I think, in this bullpen for a little bit. Yeah, so the goal is, Tanner, is the idea for me is that I talked about it the rest of the season, right? You need to win you need to win 4 more games more than the Blue Jays did. All right, Digest, thanks for coming. No, he's a reliever now, Kevin, for at least the rest of the season. It'll be an interesting conversation once the offseason comes. But right now, he's a reliever. I agree. Lou does need to be full-time. I love listening to Lou in the booth. But yeah, so I think the idea is obviously you just got to win 4 more games in the Blue Jays. And you can knock out 3 of those. 3 of those. If you sweep the series against Blue Jays. Even if you knock out 2 of those against the Blue Jays, that'd be great, right? So I don't know. That's brutal, Mike. Yeah, Blue Jays got a tough stretch of games. We got a tough stretch of games. The Mariners don't really have a lot of stressful games. But there's room for everyone to try and squeeze in here. There are stretches for everyone that could squeeze in here. We're just gonna have to wait and find out. It's the only thing we can do. Truly. Pretty weak. I don't know. Lou is fantastic. Uke is good. Yeah, that's kind of what we need, Tanner. We essentially need the Astros and the Rangers to remind the Mariners where they are. Right, we kind of need them to remind them, hey, you're a little brother in this division. Mets for sure, Gritty. Mets for sure. Hardest division, it's the AL East. It's not even close. Not even close. I don't know if Uke's afraid to criticize. I think he's criticized plays. AL West is a tough division too. Yeah, but I think overall the AL East is the hardest division in baseball. Maybe the hardest division in sports, honestly. Yeah, the A's really dragged that division down. And honestly, the Angels have for a while too. This has been a long game, chap. 3 hours? And we're not even in the 9th inning yet? Getting our money's worth with our first game back, huh? Oh, it landed fair. Brutal. Dominic Smith, dude, he's not very good, but he always somehow does well against us. Yeah, I like Wakefield as a sort of pre-post in the booth, yeah. Hey, Michael Chavis. No, Middlebrooks will talk. I don't know. Yeah, Middlebrooks. I also like Middlebrooks a lot too, actually. What about Jose Alvarado? The SEC in college is harder? I don't know. Papelbon is cool. Yeah, I guess so. He doesn't really do games, though. He's a free agent next year. I mean, maybe. I mean, the bullpen's pretty stacked, man. I wouldn't. You don't really need to go out and get a stud reliever. Oh, baby Rafi, what a play. Patriots division's the hardest? Nah. What a play, Rafi. Let's go. Yeah, Yovera won't really be a factor next year, Lawson. I mean, think about the bullpen where it's um a bullpen of Chris Martin, Kenley Jansen, John Schreiber, Josh Winkowski, Chris Murphy, Brendan Bernardino, Winkowski, Pavetta. You got one of Crawford. You probably have one or two of Crawford, Houck, and Houck and Whitlock. That's a really deadly bullpen. So because he was cheap, right? He was one of those waiver ones. I mean, for every John Schreiber, there's 4 Yoveras. For every one Bernardino, there's 4. There's 4 others that didn't work out. You got to play the game. It's how it works. Seiya Suzuki is unless I don't know who that is. Any chance Shane Drohan starts next year? We could see him. I don't know how he's been in AAA lately, but we could see him. Appreciate it, depressed Padres fan. Hey, are you subscribed to crap? The Friars. Oh man, I'm an idiot. He's gonna hate me. Hold on. The famed Friar. That's what I'm looking for. But I appreciate that, man. Not being a Red Sox fan, subscribing to this channel, that takes dedication, man. So thank you. Yeah, he's struggling in AAA, but we'll see. You know, Padres fan, I think it's just, it takes an outsider's perspective to realize it. Because I'm sure there are a lot of Red Sox fans who are like, man, I would love to have traded for Juan Soto and then signed Xander Bogaerts to a long-term deal. So I think it's just, each of us are looking at each other like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that's a really good start from Johan. Brian Mott is starting to get Up again. Yankee fans are don't come to the parade in November if you don't believe now. Yikes. Yeah, it was something like that, Mike. It was Dave O'Brien said he was going to leave if they didn't put him on TV. And so they went with Dave O'Brien as opposed to Don Arcillo. What was last year? The Sox-Yankees rivalry? I don't even think 2018 was really... I guess 2018. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. 2021 was a good one, yeah. That was the last real feel. That was the last 2021 was the last time I really felt like, okay, you know what I mean? Like this is a legit rivalry right now. But outside of that, man, yeah, it really hasn't been a rivalry very often. Joe Kelly Fight Club, yeah, that's a good point. In 2018, yeah, there have been moments, but I don't know, man. It's been a while since I've been like, I need to watch Red Sox Yankees. You know what I mean? Yeah, we liked that one too, Padres. Yeah, we liked that one too. Baseball's become more competitive, so we have had less opportunity. Plus, no one is raging on roids anymore. That might be part of it. I'm not sure. Oof, Reese, what were we swinging at there, brother? I kind of hope you guys hold on to Soto. Have I met Marcelo? I have not met Marcelo, no. Doogie Dinger? What's the greatest rivalry? I mean, the Red Sox Yankees is the greatest rivalry in baseball, but it's just not really a thing anymore. What about Mets Yankees? I mean, it's big, but it was never like Red Sox Yankees was hatred, right? Like at one point, it was quite literally like hatred. Yeah, Padres. It's definitely something with chemistry. It's got to be something with. I mean, you've also had different like areas where each person has struggled, right? You had Soto come out of the gate cold. You had Xander come out hot and then go cold. Machado started cold, right? So it could have just been the perfect storm of crap, right? I think that was probably part of it as well. I don't know really. I mean, injuries also didn't help you guys. I think it was just a perfect storm, and I obviously that's going to hurt the clubhouse. By the Sox in the last 8 years, 8 years is tough because I think it's 3 outs, top of the ninth. Or bottom nine, sorry. Bottom nine, no outs. Um, the best free agent in the last 8 years? I don't think so. I think he's up there, though. I think JD is definitely a big candidate for that. Yeah, but Sale wasn't acquired by free agency. Neither was Evaldi. Love to see what Massa... I'll come back to that question in JB in 2 years. I'll answer that for you. Sox bullpen's been good today. I agree, Padres. Yeah, I'm sure at some point. I mean, your roster, even losing a Juan Soto or Fernando Tatis, one of the two, right? If you have to lose one of the two, hold on, Levi. I'll get to that in a second. I still think your roster's talented enough to get to a World Series. So keep the faith. Did I look up Doogie's stats? Honestly, no, I didn't. Who do you think gets the call up in September? Probably Brandon Walter and Bob, maybe. Yeah, probably Walter and Dahlbeck make the most sense this year. I'm pumped that we signed Kenley. I mean, people give him way too much hatred. I don't get it. It's just because Chaim Bloom signed him. For some people, I'm genuinely not kidding. But he's a damn good closer, man. It's 2. Hi, baby Kenley. Welcome in, obese. Let me ask you: Did you have the Braves in that parlay? Especially home runs as a closer. Yeah. How's Barnes doing? I think he had got season-ending surgery. What was that? Bunt was terrible. Oh, my God. Yeah, I get it, obese. I get it. All right, chat. 2 down. All right, chat. We did it. The beard lives on. The beard lives on, chat. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good games all around. Long game. 3 hours. 3 hours. Long game. Thank you to Mike for donating. Anthony for gifting a sub. Everyone who came back as a sub. Appreciate all of you. This has been a lot of fun, chat. I was waiting for this for so long. It's been the first time in 2 weeks that we've been able to do a live stream during a game. Feels real good to be able to do that. From here on out, at least for the rest of the month, we're going to be doing live streams on Tuesdays because it just works out with the schedule of the games. So just a heads up on that. They will be every Tuesday for at least until the end of the month. Either way, Red Sox still 3 games back, but a very good start. Hopefully we can continue this and keep it going over the next couple of days. Bucky, I appreciate you for being a member for 3 months. Thank you so much. Everyone who stuck in there for the entire time or came in for 10 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, consider becoming a member of the channel. You get an extra live stream every month. You can earn some really cool giveaway awards, and you can get a series preview for every game. Link to that is in the description. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button if you have not already. Doing so helps me out a lot. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you all. Oh, wait. I got to do this. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one, and I will see you in the Red